Hey guys, Bill here from Twin Tiers Homestead. So today we've got a little project that we're working on. We had a bunch of wood chips laying in this area. I cleaned those up with the tractor. I moved some of them over into my compost pile and some are sitting over here on the driveway. But in doing that, we've left a bit of a mess back here, mostly because of the tractor. So I had used the tractor and the bucket on the front end of it to move a lot of these chips. And we've had a lot of rain like everybody in the Northeast, and so the ground was really wet. Tractor sank in it, chewed it up using the four-wheel drive on the tractor, and now I've got to do the repair on it. So what I plan to do is I will roll all this out with a lawn roller, and then I'm going to drag it with my harrow, and then I may roll it again and then cut it down. Then we've got some grass seed that we're going to put in there, and then we'll cover it with hay. And hopefully in about 3 weeks, all of this will be cleaned up. So I'm going to start now with doing the lawn rolling. And the way I'm going to do this is on the back of my four-wheeler, I have a lawn roller. And I'll talk about this for a second. This is an AgriFab lawn roller. I picked it up at Tractor Supply maybe 2 years ago. I haven't used it a lot because typically you'd only use something like this in the spring or the fall, when the yard is pretty soft. But I've noticed on this that where it connects into the pull frame on the other side, this joint here is leaking already, and it's, like I said, it's not even 2 years old. So I'm not really pleased with that because I spent quite a bit on this. They're kind of the only ones you can get these days, unless you're going to try to find something much more robust that's a couple $1,000s. Likely that's going to have to be welded, so hopefully I'll be able to get through today's job, drain it out, let it dry, and then hopefully do some welding on it, repair that. So just kind of bear with me and you'll see me roll all this out, and then I'll grab the harrow and then we'll get on it. So. Billy, there's a bucket down here. Can you get it? So there's still some kind of deep ruts here from the bigger tractor tires. I think what I'm going to do now is grab the drag and drag it back and forth across this to smooth it out a little bit more. That'll get down in the ground and dig up some of these chunks and break them up and smooth them out, and then maybe we'll go back over it with a roller again. So I'm going to find a place to drop the roller and go grab the drag. I'll be back. All All right, so now that I've rolled it out quite a bit, I'm gonna use my drag on it. And so these drags come in, at least mine in particular, comes in 2 4-foot sections. Rather than trying to drag 8 feet across this smaller spot, I'm just gonna drag the 4-foot section. And the way the drag works is it's got these teeth that stick out through the bottom. There's probably about, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 30 to 40 teeth. And as you're dragging it, these can only go back so far, so they'll start to grab the soil and turn it up a little bit. And so what this will do is it'll take some of this stuff and it'll rake stuff off. Kind of like a big rake. Some of the bigger stuff will pull through and that'll move off of this area and we can clean that up. All of the other stuff will just be turned over and loosened up in this area. That'll make it ready for planting for us. So I'm just going to drag this back and forth, I don't know, 10, 15 times, and we'll get it all set ready to go for some seed planting. Sometimes you can put a cinder block or two on the back end here to give it a little extra weight. I think just given the soil as it is right now, I don't want to dig too much further down into it, so I'm going without it. Okay, so it's all raked down. There's still a lot of wood chips here, but that's okay. These will eventually convert into dirt. And this is good enough to plant grass seed in because it's kind of a mixture of dirt and wood chips now. Still pretty soft, so you can see the footprints that I left just now just by walking across it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my mower out and go over parts of this to cut down some of the high grass that's in there. And then we're going to throw some grass seed out and then we'll cover it with straw. And that'll wrap that up for the day. All right, so that worked out pretty well because I didn't hit too many clumps and spots with the lawnmower, and I set it at the height that I would normally set for cutting the grass. So I think once this gets settled down a bit and we get some seed in here, a couple weeks, it'll be close to back to being normal. So with that, we're gonna throw some seed down, grab a bale of straw, break some of it out, spread it out here, and what we don't use out of that, we'll throw in the chicken house because they're getting a little thin on straw. So The wind keeps changing direction on me. I think the thing that surprised me most about these wood chips is that they all started on the driveway, probably about 7 feet more that way, and through the course of the winter they somehow seem to migrate down towards the pond. And it was not a little pile, it was probably 2 truck loads worth of wood chips. I suspect during the course of the winter, as we had colder and warmer temperatures, ice got underneath it and things managed to slide. Not like a glacier, I would imagine. I did a little bit of pushing on it with the tractor as I was plowing the driveway off, but not a lot. This is still very soft down in here. I can push it down with my feet. It's been a very wet year so far. Kind of cold too. So much for global warming. All right, so I think that's enough seed. We'll see how long this hay lasts today because it's a little windy. Supposed to get some rain, of course, coming up. The grounds are already pretty wet, so it should take hold fairly easy. Wind keeps changing direction. All right, this should be enough. It's a couple of flakes left over. Billy can put those in the chicken house. All right, folks, so I think that'll do it for today. So we'll check back with this maybe a week, 2 weeks, and see. Hopefully the grass is sprouting up through. And then in about a month, be able to remove all this straw and just get back into cutting this like we normally would. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and share with others and help promote. And to all of our friends and family around the world, great seeing you guys again. Feel free to post comments and smash that little like button and hit the bell to get reminders. All right, folks, thanks. Have a great day. Bye.